When your budget affords you a fantastic fan and you maximize it, you have to overcome things.
Not working just yet.
Today we're installing our bike rack and our battery charger. We're Chico and Moritz, and we converted a box truck into our dream home during the pandemic. Good morning!
Morning.
Okie dokie. So we're gonna be taking Hubert out for his morning walk to get some gas. We're running low on some juice.
$100.
What are you listening to?
Yeah. Easter, whatever.
All right, here we go again. We're gonna take you to our favorite German bakery in Toronto. Actually, in the world.
So far, yes.
So far in the world. See you there. What are you grabbing?
Anything.
Anything and everything.
The pretzel are really good here.
Yeah.
I mean, bread you get still pretty good in Germany too. But pretzel, I don't know, they cheap out in Germany. And here they still do.
They cheap out in Germany.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys say about Weisswurst sausage?
It's Weisswurst sausage. White sausage. Very important. Do not cook. You only heat them up. Also, don't put it on the barbecue. If you ever come to Bavaria and grill Weisswurst, don't do it. And otherwise, you also don't eat the skin, so there's like a bunch of methods. You can just suck it, or you can also cut it and like roll it out of the skin. You see, you fold it kind of open and then you can peel it out of the skin. Ready to eat.
The weather's been looking so much better in Toronto as of late. It's been getting so much warmer, and we are so excited that we can go outside and work on the box truck again.
The battery was disconnected for the winter. Let's turn it back on. Battery is on. Let's turn on the solar. Alright. I can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but we're definitely getting some charges in. Alright, I'm pretty excited because I have the fan control ready to be installed. Here's the speed selector. It goes into a little wire harness and goes over here into my circuit board. And this is where I control the motor speed. This is where I get the power from. We have a little temperature probe, so I can have the fan controlled via temperature. And the last piece, which has nothing to do with the fan, but I got a little GPS module, so I can draw out maps of where we are driving. Should be pretty interesting. Now, this has to get up there, and I have to climb onto the roof to pull some wires, and it's pretty windy out there, so I hope it doesn't blow me away.
The Fantastic Fan is a very basic fan with manual controls. Moritz is adding this controller so we can change its speed and direction using our home automation system. He'll later add a temperature probe so that we can program the fan to run according to the box's temperature.
Ready for smoke test, I guess. Not working just yet. Can see that the signal gets to the controller if I turn it on, but it wouldn't turn the motor on yet. I left off with some software issues on the fan controller, and I think I fixed them for now. Great, right? Now this circuit board needs to go in here and get up there, and we'll also have to mount a temperature probe. Okay, the circuit board is mounted. Let's get it into the shelf. Here we have it and the home automation. With the switch. It also replicates it, obviously. Very nice. It is very tall to lift. I have to lift it to like 2 meters.
Well, you better get used to it now.
Yeah, exactly. Wheels out. And this will do something. Let's put it in manually again, because then this whole piece can move back. Come in here. Yeah, that's better.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
pretty good.
I'm really glad it all fit.
Probably have some expander going around here, like a bungee cord, so it holds it to the wall, but it's not intrusive at all. Like, we still have a ton of space walking in. Like, it's actually behind this
So much
entire
space.
piece here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, it's pretty sturdy. I'll be going over how we charge our battery from the alternator today. Usually in a 12 volt system you can pretty much directly wire your alternator to your battery. Of course you still want to have something like a little boost converter between your alternator and the battery so it can adjust the voltage appropriately for your battery, and it will also manage the charge so you're not overcharging or you're not dumping too much current into your battery. In our case, we have a 24 volt battery and a 12 volt alternator, so we need to somehow convert that voltage to the battery voltage and then make sure it charges correctly. And for that reason I got this step-up converter, and I actually had a little struggle translating those Chinese letters into something useful, but with the help of Google Translate and some friends I was able to find out which of these potentiometers controls the voltage and the current and the undervoltage, and same for those dip switches, finding out what those mean. Now we have one missing piece, so if I hook up the battery directly to the outlet ports, the battery will actually feed voltage back or current back into this device. That's not what I want. For that reason I got this, they call it an ideal diode, so it's basically a diode. Current can only flow from in to out, and in the other direction it blocks it. The reason this is called an ideal diode is it's using MOSFETs instead of a diode, and they have a much lower forward voltage drop than a diode, and hence they will dissipate hardly any energy while it's doing its job. So this should be good for 15 amps, which is compared to the battery not much. But if we're just considering a gray day where we need to charge our fridge, then that's probably gonna be a 5-hour drive, and we've replenished the energy we need for a night of running our fridge. So I guess I'll get started on hooking everything up and explain a little bit more on the way. First, we'll need to get some lugs on this wire. This end goes into our bus bars from the battery, it got a fuse. And this end goes into the IDEA diode, and then the other end gets into the charge controller. Needs to go up onto our bus bars. I got this wire floating around. It goes through the diode and into the step-up charger. So it should be able to flow into this direction, and it should not be able to flow back into the device.
Here we go. Okay, you tell me when.
Okay, and if you turn it just to ignition, now it. Yeah, perfect. Now it is in under voltage, which means it detects the engine is turned off. We got charging current of currently 13 amps, and it started out at like 16, so that's pretty good. Getting quite some juice into the battery. Very nice. I can affix this guy too and write it off our checklist. Okay, can turn off.
Well, that's it for this video. We've been trying to do all the small tiny pieces in order to leave in about a month's time.
Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed these little bits and pieces. We are now that close from finishing it all up. And until then, I hope you're curious for more videos. Make sure you like and subscribe. And then
we'll see you on the road to Bitches.